2500 BCE, ancient Near East. From the highlands of Canaan to the flood plains of Mesopotamia, stories circulated about colossal beings, part divine, part mortal. The Hebrew Bible names them Nephilim. The world remembers them only through fragments, but those fragments point to one of the oldest hybrid myths in human history. The sons of God saw that the daughters of men were fair, and they took wives of all they chose. There were Nephilim in those days. In Hebrew, Nephilim comes from the root napal, to fall. It implies fallen ones, or those who cause others to fall. Ancient translators struggled with the term. The Septuagint rendered it gigantes, giants. From that single translation grew an image of monstrous size and divine rebellion. The passage appears just before the story of the flood. Its placement suggests moral corruption, a crossing of cosmic boundaries that provoked divine reset. The idea, heavenly beings, B'nai Ha-Elohim, mated with human women, producing offspring too powerful and lawless for the mortal world. Archaeology and comparative mythology reveal close analogues. Mesopotamia, the Apkallu, semi-divine sages sent by the gods before the flood, later portrayed as corrupt when mingling with humans. Clay tablets from Nineveh mention them as great men of renown. Canaanite culture, tall warrior kings like Og of Bashan and the Rephaim echo remnants of this tradition. Biblical anthropologist Michael Heiser notes linguistic links between Nephilim and Rephaim, terms reused for ancient mighty ones and ghost spirits. Ancient art reinforces the scale myth. Reliefs from Assyria show human-headed winged colossi over 15 feet tall, part human, part divine guardian. Centuries after Genesis, Jewish apocalyptic writers expanded the story. 1 Enoch 6-16, discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls, provides detail absent from Torah. 200 angels, called watches, descended on Mount Hermon under a leader named Semjaza. They took human wives, teaching forbidden arts, metallurgy, cosmetics, enchantments, astronomy. Their offspring grew to 300 cubits, roughly 450 feet, before consuming all the labor of men. When humans could no longer sustain them, they turned on mankind. God sent archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to bind the watchers beneath the earth and unleash the flood to cleanse their progeny. This Enochic myth integrates cosmic justice, technological corruption, and the flood narrative. Skeletal giants periodically surface in fringe claims, but none withstand modern verification. Average male height in Bronze Age Levant, 5 foot 4 inches. Skeletons beyond 6 feet are exceptional but real. Still, textual traditions preserved the memory of formidable peoples. Numbers 13:33 describes Israelite spies seeing Nephilim descendants comparing themselves as grasshoppers. Deuteronomy 3:11 records King Og's bed at 9 cubits, approximately 13.5 feet, likely exaggeration to emphasize awe. Iron Age fortifications in Bashan and Golan sometimes feature megalithic basalt blocks over 50 tons. Folklore links them to giant builders.
Anthropologists view such tales as mnemonic exaggerations of ancestral chiefs or extinct lineages remembered as taller, mightier. Genetic and osteological evidence show no race of super-tall humans, but memory and myth preserved their image. The Nephilim story explains moral entropy before the flood, divine beings breaching their assigned domain. It also sets boundaries between human and celestial. Later theology reframes the sons of God as corrupted angels, establishing early demonology. Second Temple writers interpreted them as origin of evil spirits. When the Nephilim died, their souls, half divine, could not ascend or descend, becoming wandering demons, the bastard spirits of 1 Enoch 15:8-12. Early Christians like Tertullian and Justin Martyr accepted this literal view. By contrast, Augustine, 4th century CE, reinterpreted it allegorically. Sons of God were the line of Seth, daughters of men the line of Cain, removing angelic unions but retaining moral corruption.
The Nephilim have endured across millennia. From medieval bestiaries to 19th century romantic paintings, they personify the tension between aspiration and fall. John Milton's Paradise Lost merges fallen angels with ancient giants. Contemporary media, from graphic novels to archaeological pseudo-documentaries, resurrects them as proof of ancient extraterrestrial contact. Modern scholars interpret the Nephilim narrative as a mythic reaction to intermarriage, political corruption, or fading memories of vanished powerful tribes. Beneath all theories lies one constant idea. Humanity once believed its boundaries were porous, that heaven could touch earth, that divine transgression could shape flesh. Whether the Nephilim stood 12 feet tall or only in the imagination, their legend remains a monument to the oldest question: what happens when the human and the divine cross lines never meant to meet?